Welcome to Monday Talks with Morgan. And today I'm going to talk about self-care for the holidays because I have already broken all these rules, and I have a feeling some of you may be staring down the holidays like me, going like, what am I going to do? How am I going to make it through? And this year, I don't want to just make it through the holidays. I want to enjoy them. And so I have created some self-care tips here to help everyone get through the holidays more easily. And also just take care of yourself and stay really present with all the people that you love. So the first tip I want to give is setting boundaries. Now, I'm actually going to do another live next week just about setting boundaries for the holidays because honestly, I think it warrants its own live. But for now, I think the most important thing is to start thinking to yourself, who do I need to say no to? Like, who do I need to say, no, we're not doing that, or we're not coming, or I can't make it? Because if there are stressful people or events in your life right now, consider canceling them now, way ahead of time. A lot of people love to leave saying no to very last minute. And I highly do not recommend this because actually the stress you're gonna be under in deciding to say no is often half the stress that you're dealing with in the first place. So if there are things you need to say no to this year, do it now. Look at your schedule, what do you normally do, and just go like, it's not happening. And make the decision and take action now. It is honestly one of the kindest things you can do for yourself to get something off your chest. It's once you do it, you'll be like, oh, you'll feel so good. So do it now. Don't wait. Sometimes the stress is being in the maybe, And so, look at your schedule, look at all the things you're going to do, and ask yourself, do I really want to do this? And if the answer is no, set the boundary now. So that's the first thing I would do to take care of myself this holiday season. The second thing is keep routines as much as you can. Your morning and evening routines are really vital to keeping you feeling, vibrant. So keep them going as much as you can. I know there can be this feeling of like, oh, I'll just get back to it after the holidays. But actually, these routines should be fueling you and making it easier for you to deal with the stress of the holidays. So that's why I really recommend, keeping routines as much as possible, because on days where your routines get totally totally upended, you can take the time to kind of like get back to your routine, get back at it, and it can really give your body and your mind a safe place to be. So I highly recommend that. If you have morning or evening routines or both, continue them as much as possible. And if you're a mother, to continue those with your kids as much as possible. Another thing for self-care is don't overdo it. And, we're at mid-November, we're looking at Thanksgiving next week, and then we go into Christmas and New Year's and everything. And so what I really, really recommend is that you look at your schedule now and you add in days of rest. Maybe look at some of the weekends along the way. For example, I just looked at my Thanksgiving Day weekend, and I really am like taking Friday completely off. Right? Because I really need to have 4 days to rest and relax. And so I'm adding that in now. You may want to look at some weekends, maybe even some days that you take off work, just to give yourself a moment of relaxation through this crazy time. And if you look at the schedule now and you take those actions now to block it off as your day, you will find that it's easier to set those boundaries and just say no to that stuff. So I really, really recommend that. Honestly, if you're going to do any of these, I would recommend that most. Schedule one, day of relaxation for yourself over the next 6 weeks. And lastly, I have two more, sorry. The other one is just move, walk, and drink water. These are just great ways to keep your body feeling as optimal as possible, and just reduce as much stress and cortisol as possible. So I highly, highly recommend that. And if you do meditation and all of that stuff, keep it going. Now is not the time to stop when things are getting more stressful or just picking up pace. Actually, the most important thing is to take some moments every day to just be with yourself. So I highly recommend that. And lastly, and this I actually heard this past week, and it describes something that I've always felt and done. Oh, the sun's coming in, beautiful. I just heard this phrase and I just thought it was such a great way of like explaining it. And be where your feet are. I love that. Love it. Be where your feet are. Take some time to just be where you are, you know? And this is a part of enjoying the holidays, right? Like when we're present in the moment, we can look around and just be like, wow, I'm with my family, or I'm with my kids, or I'm with whoever I want to be with, and enjoy their company. Be where your feet are. Leave all the worries of the past and the future aside and be where you are. And one of the things that I will often do, like even if I'm at, hi Brandon, how are you doing? I'm doing good. Thank you. Thanks for asking. So be where your feet are at. Take some time when you're at these big holiday events or you're with people that you love. Take some time and plant your feet on the ground and just be where your feet are and enjoy that moment and just take it all in, because you know, it's so fleeting. It's so fleeting. And I think that that's something we've all learned over the last 2 years, is that we can't take anything for granted. So yeah, I hope that that's helpful for all of you moving into the holiday season. Next week, I'll be back with boundaries for the holidays. So if you have any questions about that, I'd love to hear what they are. I will do like a story series to ask you what are some of the boundaries that you struggle with over the holiday season, so that I can answer those questions. So anyway, guys, sending you lots of love and, you know, just so much joy for this holiday season. Be where your feet are at. And I forgot to mention, I have a holiday special coming out. I'm not going to tell you exactly what it is yet, but it's going to be really special. That'll be out later in the week or early next week. So keep an eye out for that. It's going to be amazing. All right, guys.